Hey y'all, we're back. It's your girl Chels with Cooking with Chels, and today we are making some Italian sausage stuffed shells. This meal goes viral in my household. It goes viral on my social media pages, and today I'm making it for you guys so y'all can see the step by step because I get so many questions about how to make this meal. So let's get into how to make it. So first, y'all know we're gonna prep because it just makes everything so much easier when you're cooking. I had a green bell pepper in the fridge that I'm definitely trying to get rid of. So I'm gonna add this to the pasta dish. And then I'm going to cut up half of an onion so I can just start to get the flavors going. One thing about my household, my friends, my family, if you don't like peppers and onions, ain't no room for you here because I put this in everything. It just makes your food taste so much better when you add peppers and onions. I just like people are so childish when they're like, don't put that in my food. Well, you don't have to worry about getting an invite from me, okay? I'm just getting everything nice and chopped up. I really need to take a knife skills class. I see everybody doing all of these fun tricks and stuff with cutting things. And I'm like, oh, I really need to take a knife skills class. I think my nails have a part to play in that too, but I would love taking little cooking classes. Now we are just gonna dice up this onion, and that way all of our food is prepped. Or veggies for that matter, because we still have to do a little bit of work with the sausage. But here we go. We got our peppers and onions ready to go. So next up, we are just gonna do a little bit of prep with our sausage. I have 1 pack of mild, and then I have a pack of hot sausage, but as you can see, these are links. So I'm gonna have to cut the casing off of them. I'm gonna use about 3 of these links, and so I'm gonna use half of this, and then I'm gonna use the whole pack of mild Italian sausage. So I'm just gonna take the sausage and I'm just gonna slice it right down the middle. I'm not gonna take it out of the casing. I'm gonna start cooking it. Once I throw everything in the pan and take it to the stove top, then I'll squeeze it all out. We're just gonna make one big slit right down the middle so it's nice and open. So I have a jar of sun-dried tomatoes here, and although I'm not putting sun-dried tomatoes in the sauce, I am gonna use a little bit of the oil to cook my sausage. This is definitely just gonna help elevate the flavor. So use what you got on hand, but since I have this, I'm gonna use a little bit of it. All right, so I'm just gonna pour some of that oil into the pot. Not too much because I don't want a lot of oil swimming in my dish. So we're just gonna make sure just a little bit to coat the bottom of the pan. So I am just going to take this Italian sausage out of the pack and we're gonna add it to the pan and start to let it brown. So we're using the whole, we're using the whole thing, and make sure you take off the meat liner. And then we are going to add in our 3 sausages, our hot sausage. And it just slips right on out. 1. Here's the second one. Perfect. So I'm just gonna start breaking apart the meat. It's already starting to cook down. Flip it over. Right, y'all, so now that my sausage is browning up, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my pot of water so I can cook my noodles. And so once it gets to a boil, I'm gonna add in a little bit of chicken bouillon and let my noodles cook. But now is the perfect time to work on something while you're working on something else. So now I'm just gonna start to add in my peppers and onions so they can start to sweat down and cook a little bit. Now for the fun part, we're gonna start to season up the dish a little bit. I'm just gonna use a little bit of a lot, okay? I just wanna start building on the flavor. So I have some of my heavy hitters, my all-time faves. I got Cavenders. Everybody should have Cavenders in their kitchen. I have some Italian seasoning. I have some, what else do I have? I have an all-purpose seasoning and a basil melody. Y'all know I love my basil all year round. He is local to DFW, but he also ships online. So I'll have to add the link for you guys, but he has some amazing seasonings. So we're just gonna add a little bit of everything, and then we're gonna pour in our pasta sauce, and then we can add more seasonings if needed. So now we are gonna add in our pasta sauce. I have some roasted garlic pasta sauce. I'm just gonna add in about a jar and maybe a little bit of the second jar. I'm gonna make sure that I have some to like coat the bottom of the pan when I start putting my shells and stuff together, but we're gonna go ahead and add in our pasta sauce. All right, so we're just gonna pour in this sauce and we're gonna let everything come to a simmer. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this so I can pour it out so I can get the rest of the remnants in the jar, okay? Because we don't leave nothing behind around here. Now we're just gonna add in the rest of that liquid and we're good to go. I'm just gonna start to mix everything together and I'm gonna see if I need to add in any from this second jar of pasta sauce. I think I am gonna add just a little bit more to it. But it's looking great so far and it smells so good in here. Just gonna add a little bit. Perfect. Now we're gonna taste it. We're gonna see if we need to add in any more seasoning. So let's give it a taste, y'all. Spaghetti is so cozy, like spaghetti sauce, like it's just bomb every time. Like that is good. I think I hit it on the head. I'm gonna add a little bit more of my all-purpose, but I think we're good to go. So now that I have the flavor that I want, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this eye off and I'm gonna let this cool because I do have to stuff my shells and I can't do it while this is bubbling hot. So we're just gonna let that sit aside. I'm gonna boil my noodles and then we'll get started on our cream sauce and our cheesy garlic bread. Y'all know when we boil noodles, you have to add chicken bouillon, okay? Noodles definitely take in flavor, and adding some chicken bouillon to your water is going to also add some flavor to your dish. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon to my boiling water, and I'm gonna dump in my jumbo shells. When it comes to jumbo shells, Bahia, this is the best brand. The shells hold up so well. So we're gonna use this whole box of shells, and then I have a couple of other shells if I need to add it to it, but I know I'm gonna use this whole box. So we're just gonna dump that into our seasoned water, and we're gonna cook them until they're al dente. So now we are gonna get started on our cheesy bread. I'm gonna use half of this loaf of bread because I don't need the whole thing. I can eat the whole thing, but I don't need the whole thing. So we just gonna use a little bit. Ooh, waving that knife around. All right. I love the smell of fresh bread. Like I have to smell my bread every time I get some because it just smells so good. One day I'm gonna learn how to make fresh bread and I'm gonna bring y'all along for the ride. I'm just gonna cut this right down the middle. And then I'm gonna save the other side for something else. Maybe I'll make a sandwich or make a pizza boat or something. The ideas are endless. But today, this is what we're gonna use. So I have some Boursin garlic and herb cream cheese. I'm telling y'all, if you see this, try it, add it to the rotation. When you are making something creamy, if you're making charcuterie, if you're making pasta, Boursin cheese is gonna hit every time. So I'm gonna take a couple scoops of this and I'm gonna add it to my French bread, just a little bit. And I'm gonna spread it around here in just a second. This is going to make your garlic bread so good, I promise. Or your cheesy bread really good. So we're just gonna spread that around. And then we're gonna add some shredded cheese on top. And I'm telling you, this bread is gonna hit. Yeah, it's gonna hit. I'm going to use a little bit of pepper jack, Monterey Jack, and some mozzarella for my cheesy bread, okay? You do not have to use 3 different types of cheese for your cheesy bread, but I am going to use it for mine, okay? I want it nice and cheesy. So I'm just going to shred a little bit of all 3. Fresh shredded cheese is always going to reign supreme. Right, we got our cheese nice and shredded. There we go. You know, we shredded up all of that cheese, and now we got to get it out. Oh, there it is. That works. So now we are just going to add all of that cheese on top of this bread. Get it nice and cheesy. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be so fire. Boom. And I have my organic triple basil seasoning, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that on top. And I'm gonna set that to the side because it's gonna go in the oven once I put my pasta in the oven as well. So this is ready to go, set aside, and now we can work on our cream sauce. We're gonna work on our cream sauce, and of course, when you think cream sauce, you need heavy whipping cream. So we're gonna start with some heavy whipping cream, and we're gonna let that simmer. I have my eye on low. Y'all know when we're making a cream sauce, it's low and slow, okay? You don't wanna burn the sauce and have it separate. So make sure you start to simmer everything on low. So now I'm gonna add in a little bit more of my Boursin cheese. That's about a quarter of the circle, just to start building on the flavor. And then y'all know I'm coming through with the whipped Philadelphia garlic and herb cheese as well, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit of this, and then we're gonna season it up, and it's gonna come out so good, I'm telling y'all. But y'all need to get this. If I can convince you to get 2 things, Boursin cheese and garlic and herb cream cheese, okay? Elevate the flavors in your kitchen. I have just a little bit of this Boursin cheese left, and I don't want to put it in the fridge, so we're gonna put it in the sauce, in the red sauce. So this is gonna help make it creamy and tacky, and it's gonna be really, really good. So I have the eye on low. I'm gonna bring it to a low simmer and mix it together and turn it off because I do need the sauce to cool down so I can stuff my shells. I'm gonna take the leftover shredded cheese that I have, and then I have, it looks like a knob of the Monterey Jack and the mozzarella, and I'm gonna add this to the cream sauce, and I'm gonna let everything start to simmer on low. Monterey Jack be slept on. And I'm gonna use my same seasonings from earlier just to season this on up a little bit, give it some flavor, because y'all know we season everything around here. Oh, I wish y'all could smell the kitchen, y'all. It smells so good in here. I almost cussed, but I don't want no problems with YouTube, okay? So I'm gonna keep it cute, but it does smell really good in here. Now that everything is done, it's time to put this all together so we can pop it in the oven so we can enjoy. So what I'm going to do first, I'm gonna take a spoonful of that cream sauce that we made, and I'm gonna add it to the bottom of the dish just to give it a nice coating for the bottom. Perfect. And then we will put our shells on top. So this is step 1 of layering the flavor. Now we're gonna assemble these shells, okay? And I'm gonna put some gloves on because this is red sauce. I have long nails and I just don't wanna deal with the mess of all of that. So I'm gonna put on some gloves and it'll make it a lot easier for me. It's always good to keep gloves in your kitchen because you never know. All right, we're ready. I am going to take a shell They're nice and cooled off, and as you can see, they're nice and open. I'm gonna take a spoonful and I'm just gonna add it to the shell, just like that. Super easy. And then I'm gonna start to layer them in my dish. Perfect. This is a little bit tedious, but it'll be so worth it in the end, okay? Stuffing them is about the hardest part of all of this, but the payoff is gonna be so worth it. And just take your time because you don't want your shells to fall apart or to start to rip. So just take your time and make sure you're getting good spoonfuls of that. So now I'm gonna take my cream sauce and I'm going to just start to layer that on the top. Yay. Oh, that looks so good. So I'm just shredding up a little bit more cheese so I can put some cheese on the top so it can get nice and bubbly, and I can put it in the oven. It's gonna come out so good. So just a little more of each cheese, just enough for it to go on the top. So now I have my shells. They are fully assembled. I have some shredded cheese that I can put on the top, and I have my sauce. So now we get to pour the sauce over the shells, and that's one of my favorite parts. And now we are just going to sprinkle on all of that cheese, and we make sure we cover everything because I want it to get nice, bubbly, and gooey when we put it in the oven. If you're watching this right now, just know that I know this is gonna be good. Basil melody. See, I had it right the first time. And now we're ready for the oven. All right, in she goes. Y'all, this came out perfect. I haven't even tasted it yet, and I just know, ooh, and it's heavy too. Get it together, Chels. Okay, there we go. I know it's gonna turn out so bomb, just by the way it looks. Oh, I'm so ready to bite into that. I know that's gonna be good. So now for the best part, we get to cut into it. I'm so excited for this. Oh my gosh, that I can just tell that's gonna be good. Oh my gosh. They never come out of the pan looking too great, but I promise you, it's gonna taste amazing. And now it's time to dig in. Ooh. That is delicious, y'all. Y'all have to add this to the rotation. The white sauce is creamy. There's the spiciness from the Italian sausage. Like, this is a 10 out of 10.